If we're not at a Disney park, we're dreaming about being there, and a cup of Joffrey's Coffee Disney Blend helps. But what about when you're at a Disney park? The Joffrey's Disney Kiosk and Restaurant Locator will make sure you never miss out. Whether it's a cool drink on a hot summer vacation or a great cup of coffee at a Disney signature restaurant, Joffrey's has you covered. Check it out at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
For those of you who have joined us at the Polynesian Village Resort Hotel, aloha, and welcome aboard the Walt Disney World local monorail system. During the trip, we request that everyone please remain seated and that there please be no eating, drinking, or smoking. Thank you. Our next stop is the Magic Kingdom.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. Ho, 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 Christmas in July continues. Earlier this week I was joined by my lovely wife Dawn, but today, very special treat, I'm joined by my lovely daughter Mackenzie. Mackenzie, thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. Now, we talked about it on the show before. Everybody's aware that you sang the Candlelight Processional.
Yeah.
Last December, so that'd be December of 2018. So we're celebrating all this in July because we didn't have basically time to do it right afterwards. So, the year before you were riding down with your choir, and you had to stay off property.
Yes.
This year, you got to stay on property. Where did you guys stay this year?
All-Star Sports. Very fitting for a choir.
You think you'd put you in music, but apparently sports was probably a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
All right, so how did you enjoy that? Did you prefer off-site or on-site?
I don't know. I figured if we stayed on property that we'd be taking the bus system more often, but we only ended up taking it once.
The Disney bus system?
Yeah.
How did you get places then?
We took our charter bus that we drove down to Florida in.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what that was about.
That seems interesting. Maybe it was just so you could all kind of stay together. So at the end of the... So, did you all have to go to the parks at the same time?
Yes.
And did you know your itinerary before you left, as far as what you were doing when, what day?
Yes.
You knew where you were going to go, and you had plenty of practices before you went down.
Definitely.
So, when you get down there, how many practices did you have before your Candlelight Processional?
Just the one that was 45 minutes long.
So, you practiced all these parts actually up in Ohio. And then when you got down there, did you just, how many did you say you had did you have any with the entire group?
The other high school choirs, yes. So that was like everyone that was wearing the yellow robes. That didn't include the tree. Okay. Which is like the, I forget what color the robes were, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think they were green.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were the tree.
Duh. And then the people that wore red, I think, that were like the Voices of Liberty. Okay. So they weren't there, but it was just all the high school choirs that were in yellow robes. Okay. So still a big rehearsal. Right. But there was just one of those. Yeah. Wow. 45 minutes long, very quick.
Wow. How many days were you there before your performance?
4, including the day of the performance.
4 days total. The first 3 days you were free to tour the parks.
Yes.
So what did you do your very first day?
The very first day was Magic Kingdom.
How was that?
It was good. I mean, it wasn't bad.
Because you're a pro. How many people were going that maybe this was their first time?
I think maybe about a fourth of the choir, which would be like 20 kids. Okay. Yeah, but other people have been there like once or twice before. Mm-hmm. There were only a couple, including our director, that have been like probably about a dozen times. Okay. So there are other like quote-unquote pros there.
Excellent. So did you take control of the touring then when you were down there? You say, everybody to follow me? Yeah.
I mean, kind of. Originally, it was just going to be me and my one friend that were touring together, but towards the end of our Magic Kingdom day, because we went to the Very Merry Christmas Party, these other two girls in our choir were like, hey, we're also going to go to, I think it was like Space Mountain. Do you want to ride with us? And we were like, yeah, sure. So we actually ended up spending the rest of our days in the parks with them too. So it was me and my friend and then 2 other girls. So there were 4 of us in a group, which is perfect in Disney terms.
That's right. You don't have anybody sitting solo then? At least in teams of 2.
Yeah, 4 seats everything.
Nice. Day 2. Where did you go? What did you do?
Universal.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
You had done that the year prior.
Yeah, I mean...
And was that kind of enough for you, just doing that one time?
Yeah, like most people, the only thing I was really interested in was the Harry Potter world.
Okay.
Which you can kind of see and do within half a day, and then the rest of the day it's like, well, where do I go? What do I do?
Okay. How did you, the people that were with you that maybe never been to either Disney or Universal, what did they think about Universal and the Harry Potter stuff?
My one friend is like a big Harry Potter fan. Like, her bedroom themed after Harry Potter.
Oh, wow.
So she was very excited about that, which is why we stayed in Harry Potter world like the entire day. Even though at noon we like kind of ran out of things to do, because for some reason the wait times weren't very long, so we got on and off the rides basically, and then we're like, well, guess we can just like ride the train again if we want to.
Okay.
But she was very excited at first, and then it was sort of like, well,
Then she was done too?
yeah,
Oh, wow. How about the butterbeer? Did you try the butterbeer?
yes.
Hot or cold?
I never tried the hot because it was hot down there,
Okay.
but the cold's really good. Or the frozen is what's really
The
good.
frozen?
I like
Oh,
the
okay.
frozen.
All right. So let's get back to Disney. What'd you do the next day? This is day 3 of your trip.
Day 3 was Animal Kingdom.
How'd that go? Did you make a full day of that?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, kind of. We were at Animal Kingdom from, I think, like 10 a.m. to maybe like 5 p.m. And then we went to Disney Springs, which I forgot about until just now,
Okay.
for dinner.
Oh, that's right. Tell everybody where you went for dinner.
Where did I go? Morimoto, Asia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Didn't
And-
love it.
Didn't love it?
Yeah, which I'm surprised because I like Asian food, but
What'd you order?
I had the chicken fried rice.
What'd your friends order that you were with?
I think it was like vegetarian sushi or something. Another girl got the same fried rice that I did, and I forget what the other one got. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all right.
I wasn't like, wow, this is great. I was
How did you enjoy Disney Springs in general besides for the dining? Did you do any shopping? Where'd you go?
yeah, we went to World of Disney since that like newly opened.
Uh-huh.
That was, it was very hectic because it was like had just opened about, but you know, it was cool. Then we went to the Lego store.
Did you buy some Legos?
Yeah, I did. I got one of those little containers because I was like, ooh. I did that once when I was younger, so I was like, I'm going to do it again.
I remember.
Yes.
I remember that was awesome. At this point, are your friends used to like the hours of going into the park? Are they used to like getting up early, going all day? And how did it work out well for everybody?
I don't think it phased them as much as it phased me.
Why
like-
do you say that?
Because when we go, we get up like early, you know, ish. Then we go around like 1 or 2, we go back to the resort
Right?
that we're staying at, nap, and then go back to another resort or to another park.
Right.
What are they called? Park hopper style?
Right.
Yeah, but you know, you don't do that when there's a bunch of kids and you don't get park hoppers and like there's 80 of you.
Yeah, one can't go back and take a nap or go to the pool.
Yeah. So it's very just like you go to a park, you stay there all day, which we never do.
Right.
I don't think I'd ever do on my own.
You like the idea of going back and getting out of the heat.
Because the point where like you get tired and you can't like stop for lunch for 2 hours. So then you're like you can wait in line more, but sometimes it's just not what you want to do.
Did you think about staging a mutiny and saying we're all just going to go back to the hotel and take a nap?
No.
I'd have thought about that.
Our director would have killed us.
Man, we're doing this all wrong. I don't know if you're aware.
I don't know if you know the best strategy for this, but
I've worked out my own itinerary. Let me show it to you right now. This is what we should do.
yeah, I mean it's not easy to get 80 kids on a bus and then take them back. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
'Cause then people are late. And it's a whole thing.
Right. I'm sure some people want to spend every second they could in the parks.
True.
So
Because for a lot of people, this was like their first and only trip ever.
that's true. That's true. Some are very fortunate to get down there for this kind of trip. So that's very awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so we get down there. We're at day 4 now. What do we do for day 4? I guess we can all pretty much guess what park you're going to
Yes.
because of what you're doing that evening. Where'd you go?
Epcot.
Nice, because that night was your candlelight processional performance, and you were actually doing 2 performances that night.
Oh yeah, we did. I think there's like 3. Mm-hmm. I forget if we did the first 2 or the last 2.
I think you did the last 2.
The last 2, we did them back to back, which was a lot. But you know, it was fun.
And actually, I posted it on the show here, the performance before. But okay, so when did you start tour? Not when did you start touring? How long did you tour before you had to be where you had to be to prepare to sing?
I think we got there like 10 o'clock, but then we had to be somewhere by like 4:30, or be at our meeting spot by 4:30. So that was not a lot of time in Epcot. But I think we did most of what we wanted to do. And by we, I mean like what I recommended.
Right, the Mackenzie Scott plan because you knew a thing or two about Epcot.
Yes.
I don't know where you picked that up from. Anyway, and how strict was that time for 4:30?
We got there by 4:30, but there were people still rolling in by like 4:45. So I think they probably made it early on purpose because no one was like flipping out that people were late. But
So somebody did not make the performance because they were running late.
And yet, no, nobody didn't make the performance, but some people were at the meeting spot. People were like, where are they? And freaking out, but there was no reason to freak out.
Okay. So you meet at the meeting. What happens after you get to your meeting spot? You're where you need to be. What kind of goes down there?
Our meeting spot was like Italy and Germany. I don't know.
Okay.
Something like that.
Somewhere in that area.
Yeah, and then they take you back. Well, like one of the Disney, like, people, they take you back through these doors, and it's like, it's just weird how you can see the back of, like, Italy. You know, that one, like, tower that they have, and it's, like, not finished in the back.
Oh.
Which is weird. And then you go back forward, then one of the cast members gets on the stage, and then they tell you, like, oh, we're so glad to have you here, like, oh. And then they take you back where you change into your attire for the performance, which they were, like, so strict about, which is wild. It was, like, black shoes, black pants with black socks, and, like, a white t-shirt. But if, like, anything was different, they had to, like, get you a replacement. I don't know why they were so strict, because the robes were, like, literally head to toe, but...
Maybe it was because maybe if the light would hit them, you would see something, and they want everything to be totally uniform, I'll bet.
Oh, definitely, but who knows?
All right. So you're back there, you're changed, you've got your attire on. What happens next?
They line you up. You don't have your robe on yet. They have to, like, line you up by height, and they literally spend, like, way too long looking at you and the person next to you and trying to figure out who's taller, even though in the end it really doesn't matter. I'm sure to them it does.
Right, I'm sure. It's not their first rodeo.
Right.
They've done this before.
Right, but
a time
like,
or two.
Me and my friend Kennedy are like the exact same height, and they were like literally squinted-eyed looking at us like...
Were you trying to scoot up just a little bit taller so you'd look a little taller, though?
No.
Probably, no.
No, we're the exact same height. I literally wouldn't have done anything.
Okay.
But then they, you go get your robes, which is weird how they do it. It's like, if you're 5 foot and under, you get one of these robes, then 5'1" to 5'2". So you just kind of like go up, and they trust you that they're the height you say, or that you're the height you say. They hand you a robe, then you get in line again, where they put you before. And then they take you into the rehearsal room, which is like this big, like, it's not even a room, it was just like a tent, but it was an enclosed tent. Then they line you up, and then your director comes in, which I don't remember the name of the director, and I feel bad about that. And they just rehearse the songs in 45 minutes, and it's really quick, and it's really, like, a lot, especially when you don't know all the music.
Oh, okay. Well, interesting.
I knew all the music, trust me.
Okay, good.
I didn't.
Thank goodness. All right.
I remember I was standing in line for test track, like, looking at my phone, because I take pictures of my music, learning Joy to the World.
You didn't know Joy to the World?
I would, no, well, my part, though. Like, I know
your
Joy,
part. Gotcha.
Who doesn't know Joy to the World, but, like, the parts are different.
Gotcha.
I was in test track, I was, like, scrolling through, like, Joy to the World.
While you're on the ride?
No, when I was, like, waiting to get on.
Okay.
It's fine. I wasn't the only one doing that.
All right. So, and then did you just wait for your time to march out then and
March.
walk?
Yeah, walk. No, they after the rehearsal, which is very quick, you go into another tent next door where they hand you like a literal box of like food and snacks because they don't want anyone passing out on stage.
Right.
Even though people do anyway.
I remember seeing a couple.
Yeah, which I don't get it.
Nah, probably dehydrated.
Probably, but they gave you water.
Well.
Yeah, and then you just like eat your food, then you wait for them to call you up by like height, then they line you up, and then you walk with your candles, and you get on the stage.
So did you meet Gary Sinise because he was your narrator at all beforehand, or you see him out there like everybody else?
We just see him out there like everybody else.
Okay, all right.
He just shows them. We're like, oh, okay. Yeah.
He looks familiar.
Yeah. Well,
Actually, we just watched Apollo 13, so
no.
Again,
Right.
they still stirred the tanks, by the way. Eventually, they'll learn.
It's not funny.
So I'm sorry, it's very funny. So you've done your performance. You go back. You've done your entire performance, which is fantastic. You go back behind the scenes. How long are you back there before you have to come back out and do it all again?
They give you like 15 minutes tops.
That's all it is. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you get anything else to eat between there, or more water, or?
I think probably. I don't remember.
So you've done both performances.
Yes.
That you've been waiting months to do. You had all that time. As soon as the performance is over, you're walking, off set, off stage. Mm-hmm. What do you do now?
You go back to get your stuff, like your things that you have with you. Then you have to get bag checked out of, like, the backstage area.
Okay. Did you have to give them your phone?
No. They just, I don't know. I guess they just trust that you wouldn't take pictures of anything.
Oh, man.
Yeah, which is a lot of trust.
I'd be more worried about people not having them on silent.
Oh. Well, I mean, you didn't have pockets in your pants.
No, still. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go back, you get your stuff.
Yeah. Then you get bag checked out of the backstage area, which is weird because, like, what am I going to have? Who knows?
Right.
I guess. And then, our director says, all right, be at the front of the park by the bus at, like, whatever time it was. He basically turned loose because she recommended Illuminations because,
How could you not?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's going to be the last time for most people.
Yeah.
Probably everyone.
Right.
But yeah, then you just kind of get turned loose. It's not really a big, like, bye, thank you.
You're just done.
Yeah, it's just like, see ya.
Okay, so they release you from backstage, and you Illuminations, and then you get on the bus, and then were you heading home then at that point?
Yeah, it was just right on the road from there.
Wow, back for what's on a bus, what's that, 17, 18-hour drive then?
Yep, 17.
Wow. And then we picked you up, because we just flew back, so.
Yeah.
It's the only way to go.
Of course.
Awesome. So what kind of merchandise did you buy on this trip? Anything you bought that was very exciting?
Oh, I bought a train.
Oh, yeah, tell us about that train.
What is it called? I think it's called, like, Mouse. No, that's the name of the store. Not Mouse Gears. It's like something Gears.
Right.
I don't know.
It was a metallic train.
No, it's a wooden train.
Was it wooden? Oh, I was thinking of...
I got a metallic monorail.
That's what I was thinking about.
They still haven't built yet.
Oh, we gotta do that.
Yeah, probably.
But the train is like a wood punch-out set.
Yeah, there were like 5 like wooden slabs. They just like punch out these little pieces. There's instructions on how to like put it together. It's supposed to actually work. I don't know where I went wrong. Or not like work, but like the gears. What are they called?
Yeah, the wheels and all that stuff will move.
Yeah, they're supposed to move. I never got mine to move. I don't know where I went wrong, but I'm not going to take it apart to figure it out.
But it looks really good.
Yeah, but it looks cool.
Looks just like one of their trains.
Yeah, I was way too excited about that train. Cue the video of me like...
Yeah, but you love doing it too.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I did it in like one night. It took me about 6 hours.
Wow. Worth the money?
Oh, yeah. It was
Remember
like
how much it was?
80.
Yeah.
They have other ones. They have a monorail for 100.
Wow.
A carriage, I think, for 50. One of those main street trolleys for 40.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they're not cheap, but they were fun.
Nice. We need to get the monorail one together.
I need to do the smaller ones first, because I kind of went head first trying to build this train that was $80.
Didn't you have trash cans that were like metal or something?
Yeah, that was a different company, brand, something.
Okay.
They make a bunch of different things. I have, they make trash cans. They had mini ears that you can make. There's like metal things that have little tabs. They're also like metal, like punch out things.
Mm-hmm.
They have tabs that you fold and it like builds something.
Nice.
I got one that was a monorail that I haven't built yet, but they also have those trash cans. They have like a Small World trash can.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even think of the other ones. Probably like a Tomorrowland one.
Right.
I don't even know. But yeah, I mean, it's like stupid, but also it's fun. Yeah,
It's fun.
and it's like on my nightstand.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have anything else you'd like to share with everybody about your trip that maybe I'm not thinking to ask?
But yeah, vouchers for breakfast.
Oh, you had vouchers for breakfast? That was cool. Where could you use the vouchers?
Just in the where do we stay? All Start Sports, like cafeteria thing they have.
The food court?
Food court, yeah, not cafeteria.
Okay. Did you give you one for every day?
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
So I got my bounty platter every day.
We love the bounty platter.
There's nothing special about it. It's just good.
That's what's special about it. It's just good, and it's a Mickey waffle.
You're right.
And bacon and sausage.
Yes, and eggs.
And eggs, of course. And then, what'd you do for dinner? Was that on your own?
Yeah, I think all the other meals were on our own.
Okay, so you had to pay for those yourselves.
Yeah.
Just breakfast was part of the deal.
Yeah.
Nice.
Except at Universal, we got like a voucher card, but honestly, sometimes I forget that I even went to Universal because I was...
She blacks that part out. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like, well, whatever.
Okay, so if there's any other kids out there that are planning trips like these in the next year or two, their band requires going down, what's one word of advice you could give them?
Have more patience than you think you'll need.
When you're going with that many people?
When you're going with that many people, you don't have like a lot of control over what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Especially when you know what you're doing and other people are like, well, what if you do this instead? Like, I know that you shouldn't try and get lunch at 12:30 in the afternoon.
Right.
You gotta wait until later.
Earlier or later,
Yeah,
right?
these people were like, we're hungry. And I was like, you gotta get a snack first.
There you go.
Then you gotta wait until like 2:30 to eat.
Well, why didn't these people consult you before? You should have had a seminar on the bus on the way down.
Exactly.
Had a nice little PowerPoint, a flag you carry around, people follow you.
Oh, no.
Mackenzie Tours.
No.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me on the show. Hope we threw out some fun information there for people who are wondering what's going on with all these choir groups when you see, because there was actually lots of choirs at Disney Springs performing.
Oh, yeah. Which I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't either. They're probably maybe more local, but maybe not.
There were some local kids in just the Candlelight Processional Choir.
That's cool.
There were like, it was a school, but there were only 12 kids, and they said that that every once in a while when Disney needs some people, they just call that school and they say, hey, do you guys want to come down?
Hey.
They gave them free tickets in Epcot for the day.
Ah.
Then they just sing at night, which is weird.
Why not?
But fun, I guess, if you're like local.
Man, you're on call. We're being ready to call up to the majors.
Yeah, I would love that. Like, imagine Disney just calls you like, hey, do you guys want to sing this weekend? You're like, yeah.
I'm on my way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us on the show. This was lots of fun.
Cool.
Cool. All right, everybody, I'm Tim Scott. Facebook, Twitter, the website, ResortLoop.com. Maybe some Instagram now and then. You might have to help me with that one, by the way.
Yeah, I will. Trust me.
Thank goodness somebody needs to.
You need help.
Oh, if only everybody had an idea.
Okay.
Mackenzie, thanks again for joining me. This has been the Gateway to the Magic. You know what you say at the end of the show?
No.
See everybody.
Okay.
You can say that now.
See everybody.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com.